Milo and the Midnight Train. Milo loved trains. He had posters of them on his walls, a collection of toy locomotives, and a bookshelf filled with stories about grand railway adventures. But the most exciting train of all was one he had never seen, the Midnight Train. His grandfather had told him about it one stormy evening. They say the Midnight Train only appears when the moon is full and the stars twinkle like diamonds. It doesn't run on tracks but glides through the air, carrying dreamers to the most magical places. Milo wasn't sure if the train was real, but he dreamed about it every night. Then, one evening, just as the clock struck 12, a low whistle echoed through the air. Milo sat up in bed. He hurried to his window and gasped. Floating just above the rooftops, shining silver in the moonlight, was a magnificent train. Its engine hummed softly, and its windows glowed warmly. Without thinking, Milo threw on his coat and slippers and ran outside. As he stepped onto the sidewalk, the train's doors whooshed open. A tall conductor in a navy blue uniform tipped his hat. All aboard the Midnight Train. Milo's heart pounded with excitement. He stepped inside, and the doors slid shut behind him. The train's interior was grand, with velvet seats, golden chandeliers, and walls lined with books and maps. A soft voice over the speaker announced, "Next stop, the land of floating castles." Milo hurried to the window, watching as the train soared above the sleeping town. Past mountains and forests, into a sky filled with twinkling stars. Below, a kingdom of castles floated on fluffy clouds. Bridges of rainbows connected them, and tiny glowing fairies danced in the air. At the next stop, Milo met a girl named Lila, who wore a silver cloak. "I'm on a quest to find the lost star crystal," she explained. "It's hidden in the Cave of Echoes. Want to help me?" Milo grinned. Of course. The Midnight Train took them to a glowing blue cave where their voices bounced off the walls in song-like whispers. Deep inside, they found the star crystal perched on a golden pedestal. As soon as Lila picked it up, the entire cave shimmered, and a warm light filled the space. When they returned to the train, the conductor clapped. "Well done. The star crystal will light up the night sky for dreamers everywhere." Milo and Lila celebrated with cups of hot cocoa in the train's cafe. But soon, the conductor approached with a kind smile. "Time to take you home, Milo." Milo felt a tug of disappointment, but he knew he'd never forget this adventure. As the train gently stopped outside his house, he stepped out and turned back to wave, but the Midnight Train had already vanished. The next morning, Milo woke up in his bed, wondering if it had all been a dream. Then, he felt something in his pocket, a tiny, glowing star crystal. Maybe, just maybe, the Midnight Train was real after all.